So really randomly, the downloaded song for this collective is Scissor, Saturn. So if you're listening to Saturn by Scissor, or Saturn could resonate with you, Scissor could resonate with you, this could be a very good indication of your reading. Of course, they don't have to relate, but let's jump straight into it. That is my downloaded song. Can't get it out of my head. Let's go. The first one is the Page of Wands. So I see this collective as almost having a new idea that they're trying to work on. The page to me speaks about something being in its early development stages, or something needing to be worked on and developed further so that it can grow and go from the page to the knight, for example. So make sure that whatever it is that you're thinking about or you're drawn to at this time, you are nourishing, you are putting time, energy and attention into it so that it can grow. The universe asks you here with the Eight of Wands to take action on this thing. It's not about rushing, so don't feel like you need to act now and you're acting out of almost a reaction rather than being divinely called to take purposeful action. So just make sure that whatever energy you're in at the moment, you are taking purposeful action towards your goals and you're not wasting time or thinking that, you know, things need to be perfect before I do this, or I'm not quite knowledgeable in X, Y, and Z, and I should really learn A, B, and C before I actually start putting this thing out there. The universe is telling you to not limit yourself in that way. Empower yourself and realize that what you have right now in this current tense is more than enough to create whatever it is that you're trying to bring forward. The King of Pentacles follows, and I see this idea, after some nourishment, after some time spent on it, actually being something that's going to put you in high regard. It's going to put you in your power. You're going to be in your King of Pentacles energy, and it's ultimately going to bring about wealth and success for you. It is going to be something that's worth celebrating with the Three of Cups, and I feel like this will see you coming together with friends, family, people who truly support you in your ideas. What I would also say here with the Three of Cups is that it's also a really good time to collaborate on things. So if this idea is calling you to collaborate with people, or to, I don't know, say you're doing a podcast and you've got certain guests in mind, make sure that you are inviting those people along. It's always worth shooting your shot and seeing exactly what we can get from the universe and from the path that we're currently on. The Two of Swords sees this collective as either being defensive and again feeling like it's not something they can move forward with, or it's an energy of failing to see something in this current tense. So just make sure you are open to constructive criticism and you're open to receiving feedback and guidance from the people who you know truly have your best interest at heart. And if there is something that you are aware of that you're trying to block out, what I would say is don't ignore those things. The year of the snake is just about to end, and it's important that we do leave anything behind which isn't serving our highest purpose or is starting to drain our energy, for example. The Two of Swords is clarified here by the Six of Cups, so this to me speaks about energy return. So it might be that you're failing to see that the things you're doing, i.e. low vibrational behaviors, for example, or activities, are the things that are holding you back, or the things that are preventing an energetic return, for example. I'd also think about the things, the people, the places that you pour into, and think about what you get back from them. And it's not about using people or making sure that we get something back from someone. It's about being careful and cautious with our energy. We don't want to just share it out to the whole wide world. We definitely want to be in an energy giving zone where we can receive energy back. We don't want to be all give, we don't want to be all take. It's about finding that balance in our energy. So make sure that you are being open to actually seeing the truth in connections and seeing how your energy feels around people rather than what you want it to feel like, if that makes sense. The Empress follows, and it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So definitely embrace your Empress energy, embrace your intuition, embrace your feminine energies, for example. And I always think with the Empress, she's armed, she's ready to take action. It's about standing in your power and knowing that if you do act on these intuitive ideas, it will create abundance for you. There might be something that you need to learn, or something that, again, going back to the Two of Swords, you're failing to see. And it's about learning about these things and actually sitting with those uncomfortable parts of yourself so that you can learn more about yourself and how you're triggered and how you do react to things, for example. So definitely embrace any learning that raises its head or asks you to dive deeper into it throughout this next cycle. The Six of Swords asks you to move away from something that is holding you back. So again, with the Two of Swords, make sure that you are seeing connections, people and places for who they truly are rather than what you want them to be. And it's important that we move away from things that are draining us and we move and take forward the things that actually work and have proven to give us success in the past. The next card is the Five of Wands, and I see this being a defensive energy, and it's clarified by the Knight of Cups. So you might be feeling like you need to be defensive, or you need to defend your idea, or really almost just stand on business about what you're trying to create and what you're trying to manifest and co-create with the universe. So the universe is asking you to not be so defensive with this energy. It might be, again, in relation to the Three of Pentacles, that we need to just slow down a little bit here with this knight. This knight's not running in, it's not charging in, it's not taking action just because he feels like he needs to. He's actually slowing down enough to see, how does he feel? How does his energy feel around these situations? Do we feel like this is a positive move forward, for example? So just make sure that you're thinking about how you feel around people in certain places, how your goals and manifestations are making you feel, and you're taking the time to actually review where you're at compared to where you want to be. The Hierophant asks you to get comfortable with being seen, and it is clarified by the Nine of Swords. Can't get it, there it is. It is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So it may be that you're worried about people at work or your neighbors, for example, from seeing your videos that you're putting on TikTok or YouTube or whatever platform. Or it could be that you feel, again, like you've not got the knowledge to actually go for that job promotion at work, and you're worried about what other people may think about you. What I would say is definitely free yourself from this energy of feeling like you aren't good enough or like you are holding yourself back, and embrace the Hierophant energy. Make sure you are comfortable with being seen, and you're comfortable with having your light given out there into the world, because it's really important that you do share that part of yourself with people, and with obviously people who are good for you. We don't want to just give it to anyone, but we need to make sure that we do continue to shine our light in the places that it is appreciated. The next card is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, it's a review phase. So we're reviewing our emotions at this point, so we can make sure we're not defensive or we're not needing to defend ourselves in situations. And the Knight of Pentacles has stopped. So at the end of this cycle, it's important to review how far you've come. What are the next steps from here? You did A, B, and C. That resulted in this. So I'm going to carry on doing A and B, but I feel like I should leave C out of this, for example. So just make sure you are reviewing where you're at and which direction you're heading in, and you're taking, again, purposeful action rather than just rushing in. The Four of Wands is the final card, and it does clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So this to me speaks about nourishing your pentacles, nourishing your finances, your material wealth, and actually creating that home that you continue to think about. The Four of Wands sees two people in union, and for me this speaks about coming into union in a house, in a safe space, in somewhere you can be celebrated and you are happy to be seen, for example. So just think about the home that you're trying to create. How does that home look for you? And try to move forward and embody the energies that you want to be in the future. Don't keep yourself stuck, especially as we need to be shedding things with the Year of the Snake. Please do drop me a comment and let me know if the reading resonated. I'd also appreciate if you could drop me a follow, because it helps the readings reach a wider collective, and I'll see you on the next one.